Disney has been teaching us life's most difficult lessons and tugging at our heartstrings since we were kids. We all cried when Simba tried to wake Mufasa after the stampede, and when Todd was abandoned in the woods. And don't even get me started on Homeward Bound. And even though we grew up watching these difficult moments play out, it didn't prepare us for what real loss feels like. I lost my grandma unexpectedly when I was 15. That was 16 years ago. I have now lived longer without her than I did with her. My favorite memory is from when I was in 8th grade. I auditioned to attend Charleston County School of the Arts for high school, and I played the flute since 6th grade. I would just spend hours and hours playing every day. Guess who my biggest fan was? My grandma always picked me up from school, so one day when I was looking for her car, and you couldn't miss it, it was a 1988 red Ford Festiva. It's this tiny little hatchback with the most annoyingly loud engine. Anyway, I spotted her, and I guess she must have seen me in the rearview mirror because her arm shot out the window and up into the air. And she was holding an envelope with my acceptance letter. That summer, she died in her sleep from a brain aneurysm. 12 years later, Disney released a movie that would stay with me forever, and that movie is Moana. Moana's grandma reminds me of mine. She's a bit odd, doesn't care what people think. Everybody loves her, and she believes Moana can accomplish great things. There's a scene in the movie when Moana's grandma dies, and you can see her spirit in the form of a glowing blue stingray, leaving the island, swimming off into the ocean. And every time I see that, it takes me back to the moment when I found out my grandma died. I'm almost 32, and I still have days where I break down because I miss her so much. I lost her way too soon, and I still need her. When those days come, I watch this movie. I don't remember my grandma's last words, so when Moana's grandma speaks her final words, I imagine my grandma saying them to me. She says, "There is nowhere you could go that I won't be with you." I tell myself that even though I can't see her, my grandma is still with me, and she is still my biggest fan.